Okay, you guys. On this episode of Roommate Things, we're talking about our craziest travel stories, and there's been some crazy times. You almost kidnapped. When did you get almost kidnapped?
You don't remember?
No, are you talking about when you got stalked in Colombia?
No.
Oh, wait, when did you get almost kidnapped?
I almost got kidnapped in Mexico.
I don't even remember this. In Mexico, wait, okay, here we go. Starting off strong, Alex almost got kidnapped. Wait, kidnapped when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know this story. Tell the story.
It was a beautiful Sunday morning. We had just
The day
finished.
of the Lord.
We had just finished coming from church.
Amen.
And we go to the family estate or whatever you want to call it. And
Speak up.
there are cows. There are cows, indeed.
There's lots of cows indeed. Lots of beef.
I have some of the cow milk. Honestly, I don't know what I was thinking. What were my parents thinking? Giving me raw milk.
Raw cow milk?
In their defense, they're giving me raw milk with a little bit of tequila. You know, very, very on brand for Mexico. It was
so
like supposed to be
drunk.
It was a way to kill the bacteria. It's either you get drunk or you get sick from bacteria from the cow. I mean, you choose. I
How
prefer
about
to
neither?
get
Why don't
drunk.
you just drink none of it?
Just too good. It was very warm
Just too
and
good.
really good. I don't know what it is.
Wait, are you one of those little kids that loved milk?
Yes,
Oh, of
and I
course.
still love milk right now. I'll down 2 gallons if I need to.
Okay, it's not that kind of video.
Well, I love milk. Okay.
Okay.
And if you don't, then
Back to the kidnapping.
I don't know. Yeah. And I'm getting the milk. Well, I'm not getting the milk because I'm like 3 years old. They're getting the milk for me. And then there's a rampage of pigs that come.
Pigs, your favorite animal.
Yeah. And they try to kidnap me.
Wait,
go to their pig
you
farm.
got kidnapped by pigs? That makes no
They
sense.
were trying to take me to their pig farm.
What do you mean? Like they picked you up on their pig backs and
Yeah,
ran?
exactly.
Oh, wow. That's a good story. I don't know if that's true. Did you just get trampled on or something?
I don't know. No, I've never really been kidnapped. Other than, I guess, I'm trying to think. No, I've never been kidnapped.
Okay, that's why did you bring that up then? Okay, back
I just
to...
thought it would be really cool if I said that.
Okay.
Yeah, would it be cool if you got kidnapped by pigs or something?
Okay, we actually did get stalked in Colombia, though.
We did
Kind
not
of.
get stuck.
Yes, we did.
By who?
Oh, by that one guy, remember when he was like, "Oh, I found you guys finally."
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that was. He was really. I don't know what was going on there, but it was just like really weird.
It was weird. Explain. So we were at a bar, and this guy like kept looking at us, and we were not looking at him. And I was like, he kept like, you know when someone just stands literally right next to you and is like looking at you, and then I'll look at him, and he'll like look away. It was so weird. And this went on literally the entire night. And we had met another friend that we were talking to. And then before we left, he was like, I just want to say you guys are so beautiful. You guys are so cool. Yada, yada, yada. And I was like, okay, cool. He's like, can I get your Instagram, please? And I was like, oh, yeah. And I was like, oh, I don't have service here, but when I get back, I can just like follow you back or whatever. He goes, no, don't worry. I use my hotspot. I try connecting to his hotspot. It doesn't work. I'm like, oh, no, I can just do it back. Oh, no. Here. He grabs the phone out of my hand, manually types in the password. And then he's like, okay, follows himself. And he's like, okay, perfect. Now I can message you. Then we leave. He doesn't stop messaging us the whole weekend. Take it from here.
He was a little like. He came off too strong. I don't know what it was. A little too aggressive.
Yeah, he was nice, but the vibes were like weird.
I was like, whoa. I was like, I think you need to chill a little bit. I was like, so he, I guess apparently had messaged you and then he had messaged me. I didn't really see the message. I don't really get I don't get notifications from Instagram. So I don't know anything that's going on when someone messages me. So I don't see the messages. So apparently he was like, when we get to, we went to the club. So
This is our last night there. We go to this like, it's Club
This is-
Teatro. It's like the biggest club in Colombia in
this
Latin
is in
America.
Bogota, I think, right?
Bogota,
Bogota,
yeah.
yeah. So we get there and
Mind you, we did not tell him we're going there. We did not like never ever. We never said we were going there. So when we had met us, he was like, "Oh, what do you have planned to do here?" And we were like, "Oh, well, one of the nights we're probably going to go out to this big club." He's like, "Oh yeah, that's like the biggest thing. You have to go. You have to go." And we're like, "Okay, yeah." We said bye, whatever. Then he kept messaging, "Oh, you guys going tonight? Let's hang out. Let's go. Oh my gosh, can I take you to this place? Can I take you to this restaurant?" Yada. And I just stopped responding because at a certain point, it's like you're not getting the hint. Like We're on vacation for us, not for you. And then, anyways, we go out to the club. Anyway, are you going to talk? Do you want to tell the story now from here? We're going out to the club with some other friends we had met the night before.
We met them the night before.
Yes. So we met these friends that day and we were at the club with those friends, okay? And then we're there for like an hour. Mind you, this is the biggest club in Latin America, the biggest one I've ever been to. There's like 14, 15 different rooms with different music. It's like insanely massive. I was like, where am I? It was crazy. Indoor, outdoor. It was like massive, no?
Yeah.
See how much he gives? No, yeah.
Okay, you're telling the story. I want you to tell
You're
you.
sitting on the edge of your seat. Okay.
Wait. I want to get straight to the point. It's taking too long. Yada, yada. I didn't see the message. Apparently, he had messaged me and he had messaged him. And I didn't see the message. And he was like, he sees us there. And I'm like,
okay, no. We're dancing. And all of a sudden, I get a tap on my shoulder. And then it's that guy. And he goes, oh, I found you.
okay, yes. He found us there.
That's weird, though. I found you? Why would you say that? I found you.
Okay, that's not the weird part. The weird part...
he's not with anyone. He's just by himself.
But I thought the weird part was that he was mad at me because I didn't...
there.
No, I want to get straight to the point. He got mad at me because I didn't respond to his message. And he was like, hey, you say you weren't going to come here tonight. I was like, what? I never even messaged you. He's like, yeah, you said you weren't going to come. I was like, since when do I have to explain my plans to some random person in a different country that I'm visiting, what my plans are for the entire trip, minute by minute, like where I'm going to be? Like, why does that matter? So then later on, he had messaged you at the end of the night.
Because we were there and I was like, oh, hi. And the vibes were weird. We were with the other people and we just kind of like, this is kind of rude, but we didn't really include him that much. I mean, we're just dancing. It's not like we're going to have like a full conversation. We're like at a club, like, woo, yay, fun. And then he just like leaves. And then actually not even the next morning, that night, I get messages from this guy on Instagram. He goes, I just want to say I felt totally like mistreated by Alex and how he just ignored me and like all this stuff, how he's like, I know I've been so helpful to you guys while you've been here and you just like spit on my face. Like, it was all this crazy stuff. I was like, what are you saying?
He needs help. I don't know what to tell you. If you're watching this, go get help. I don't know. That's just my honest truth. And the one thing about me is I won't like when someone like just literally, I don't know who you are. I have no relationship with you. And you're going to tell me what I should do. I was like, wait. This is crazy. I was like, you're not going to tell me what I should be doing. I was like, this is like my life. I was like, who are you to tell me? It was just like really like out of line. So I had to put him in his place and tell him like, no, you're not going to talk to me like this. So I completely ignored him. And yeah, I did mistreat him.
Put him in his place. Alex doesn't do that. Okay. Well, Alex does, he just shuts down and just ignores you. Okay. You're like, I'm going to put him in his place.
Well, I did not, because he was like, well, so then like what? He had asked me like a question. He's like, so then like, why didn't you respond? So then I just completely like ignored him.
Tommy! Our friend Tommy just came home.
Yeah, Tommy can tell the rest of the story.
The light of our life, Tommy just came home.
Yeah. One time I saw Tommy in his room.
I've seen Tommy in his room too.
Sleeping. Just kidding.
Wait, what?
I watched him sleep.
He's saying he watches you sleep.
Okay.
Oh, you mean it? Okay. What else are we talking? Oh.
Wait. Okay. Well, there's another crazy story, but we can do it after this.
Okay. Why'd you say wait then?
Because this is crazy. This one involved runaway cars, blood, and the police.
Oh my God, wait, yes. Wait, yours is actually crazy. I think that we've said this before or in the vlog for Colombia. We both got sick when we were at Cartagena. We were only there for 3 days. We both got sick, like food poisoning sick, going up, literally like, diarrhea. Did I already say it? It was like both ends. It was bad. And we had a flight to catch. And when we were going like to those bumpy ass roads of Cartagena, my fucking suitcase broke. So the wheels were not wheeling. I was having to carry it with my food poisoning to try to get to where the Uber can actually get us because the streets are so narrow and they shut them down that we couldn't even get. It was horrible. But that leads us in to our fun little sponsorship for this video. Ta-da! It's from Level 8. Level 8. They roll so smoothly. You can fit so much into the suitcase. They're surprisingly light for how sturdy they are, so they don't go over the weight average. You know what I'm saying? The handle is so useful that it's so wide. It's so much easier to maneuver the whole bag.
It's a high quality hard shell material, aluminum alloy trolley handle, 360 spinning wheels, and spacious packing. It's the handles for me. These are amazing.
This is my forever suitcase.
It looks like very, very minimalistic, but yet like fancy. I don't know.
Yeah.
I love a sturdy suitcase.
I love a sturdy suitcase. Also, the color, are you kidding me? They also have this blue, and I couldn't decide between like the dark blue or the green, but I ultimately went with green because I just love green. There's a link to the brand in the description. Level 8. Level up your luggage. So back to your story. The police, the blood, the broken. Yes.
Okay, so this was in Mexico.
I wasn't there for this, actually, and I should have been. But Alex doesn't want me to meet his family in Mexico because they're roommate phobic.
Okay, wait. Why did the story just end up going there?
Sorry, I just had to say that. Okay, let's get on with your story, please.
He always needs to find a way to make it about
I get the popcorn
himself.
now. I get to sit back because I wasn't part of this. So I'm just gonna.
The tourist and you just can't stop.
I'm sitting back. Here we go. Yeah, I'll let you talk. Here we go.
Okay, so I'm in Mexico. Okay, and we are in this town a little bit far away from the main city. And my cousin invites me to go out. I think it was a Saturday night. And the next day I was going to fly literally at 6 a.m. I had to be at the airport literally like at 4 or something. So keep that in mind to this story.
And keep in mind, I was texting him the whole time.
So we go out and he's like, it's okay. He's like, you can sleep on the plane. It's totally fine. I was like, yeah, why not? I was like, this is my last night here. Might as well enjoy it. So I decided to go out with him and his friends and we go out. So first initially we had gone to this like club in the city. And then that one was like, there's just so many people. It was not it. Like the music was kind of like off. So then we ended up going to a different one. It was a little bit more like reggaeton. And that one was fine. But then eventually we ended up leaving that one and ended up going to a different one that had a little bit more like cheaper drinks and just like it was a little bit more like young people, like our age. So we go to that one and we end up getting like, at this point, I'm already like, I don't know how many like shots in, like I'm pretty much fucked up. And then I don't know why I get peer pressured. His friends like they end up getting this whole bottle of, I think Don Julio or something. I don't know what it was. But back in Mexico, like tequila is like way cheaper than here. So it's like really affordable for people over there. So they buy this whole bottle, they get bottle service, and they buy.
The thing about Alex is he'll say no when he's saying, I won't drink. But once he starts, he goes in, okay?
So they essentially doing the whole, like, what is it called? Like waterfall with the tequila bottle, essentially. And at this point, they gave me a shit ton. Like literally, I was like choking on the tequila at this point. Like it was bad. And then at that point, I'm super fucked up. I don't even know what's happening at this point. One of his friends ends up trying to make out with me, which is crazy too. So my cousin is at this point like kind of gone. I was like, I don't know where he went. And then his friends are like, your cousin's outside. Like, I think he's going to start fighting this guy. I was like, wait, what?
What?
I was like, I was like, what is going on? I was like, I thought we were having a great time. I was like, how did this fight just break out? Like, what happened? Like, and so I get outside. They're like arguing and stuff. My cousin and this guy, and they're like arguing. And it's like, hey, so like, what's your deal? Like, what's up? Why are you like looking at us like this? And blah blah blah. He's like, what's your deal? No, you're the one who like giving me this like side eye or something like that. Like, you're the one giving us a dirty look. He's like, no, I wasn't. He's like, what's your problem? I think my cousin was. I don't know what was going on, but like they were both fucked up, but he was like way more drunk. I could tell because he was being so like aggressive and he was just like, the thinking wasn't there. Like he just kept saying like, so what's your deal? Like, it's your problem. Like what? Like next thing you know, one ends up throwing a punch and then essentially everyone starts getting in on it. And there's other friends that get in it and they're fighting and they're on the floor, literally blood everywhere. I had to step in, which was so weird because I was like, I would have never thought I would have to step into a fight to stop him from literally beating up this guy. So I grab him and I'm like, okay, this is like enough. We should go like not continue escalating this because there's like a lot of people. And then he seemed to have like a lot of friends with him too. And it just seemed like really, really like problematic. And then as we're trying to leave, the guys are like, hey, he's like, he touched my motorcycle. And I was like, what? What does this have to do with the motorcycle? Because he's like, no, they were fighting. He ended up like scratching my motorcycle and something like that. And I was like, this cheap piece of shit. It's probably cost no more than like $500. I was like, I don't think that matters right now. But Over there, it was a big deal because essentially he just wanted to get money out of the situation. I think that was his goal.
Yeah.
He's like, no, he can't leave without him paying for this. I was like, well, we're leaving. I was like, I don't think that's the issue. Like, he didn't do anything because I was here. Like, you're just, essentially I told him, I was like, you're being a little dramatic. Like, get over it. And so I grab him and we essentially go to the car. So at this point, I had a rental car and we get to the car and we're trying to leave, but they won't let us leave. And so he was like, no, just go. He's like, they'll move. He's like, you won't hit them. Trust me. They won't let themselves like hit whatever. So then I go, I was like so scared. I was like, what if I do hit them? This is crazy. So as I'm going, the guy hops into the motorcycle, starts chasing us. The guy who wants his like motorcycle fixed. I was like, this is crazy. I was like, this guy's like so determined for money. So he's going and then he gets a rock and throws it at the back of the car and the back glass shatters. No. It shatters on everyone in the back car. This girl gets cut. And she's like, fuck. She's like, the guy, she's like, it's okay, it's fine. Because they were like worried, like, oh my God, you're bleeding, you're bleeding. She's like, no, it's fine. She's like, we have to go. We have to get out of here. I essentially start running over the speed bumps, which is crazy because then the car just like you feel them, the bumps. And at this point, we end up like at a random like place. There's like no lights. It's dark. And like, they're like, one of the girls is like, I have to go to the bathroom. So we try to find like a public restroom. We do. But she's like, no, I think we should just get out of here. Like go back to my house. Cause like, I think they're going to continue following us. So we end up losing them. We end up going to her house for a while, just until things settled down. And then my cousin was like, he felt bad afterwards. He's like, I'm so sorry I got you into that situation. And
yeah, that's crazy.
Like that they did that to like the rental car and stuff like that. I was like, no, it's totally fine.
It's totally fine.
Well, I mean, in this situation, like, what was I supposed to like worry about, the car or like us getting into a really bad situation where like, you know, things can escalate really quickly. And keep in mind, in Mexico, it can get pretty dangerous. So we didn't know exactly like their connection to anything, whether they had connections to other, you know, whether they know people in the drug cartels and stuff like that. So that can get really, really dangerous, especially if you like give someone like a bad look. Apparently in Mexico, it's like a bad thing. And like, you know, they'll come after you or something just because you give them a bad look, which is crazy.
His brother is still alive, or his cousin's still alive to this day. So that's good.
No, he's fine. No, I'm fine. I mean, I made it back to the States, so that was like fine. But his parents were freaking out too because they're like, oh my God, like, I can't believe you did this. You put him like, he's here on vacation and like, this is what you like bring him into, like just chaos and like violence. She's like, I never seen this in you. Like, what is wrong with you? I don't know what was going on, but apparently he had, from what I was getting from him or what I was gathering from what was going on prior to the fight, was that like, apparently the guy was like staring at me. I said, these cameras always die.
That one died?
Yeah.
Oh no, because we just redid it. I know. Okay.
Yes.
What else happened? Oh, we almost got eaten by a bear.
Eaten by a bear?
Yeah, remember we went camping with Emily and we heard that. Well, actually, we don't know what it was, but something growled like right by us while we were on the edge of a cliff on a trail, and we ran.
Okay, the bear situation's not that scary, but
it was okay. You heard it. What was it then? If it wasn't a bear,
whatever it was, it did not confront us. So
we lived. What about the time when? This is a little random, but we were in Mexico and then we randomly saw like someone that I went to college with, and then we ended up going out with them, like their whole friend group. That was like fun. We got caught in a blizzard in Mammoth. That was actually kind of scary. I thought it was funny, but Alex was a little bit freaking out.
Yeah, that was crazy because I couldn't see anything.
Because we were going snowboarding, you guys, on the mountain for the first time.
I don't think I finished my story though before.
You didn't finish your story?
No, I didn't give him the explanation what happened prior.
Okay, give you the explanation.
Okay, so before these cut off, he cut me off. So he had told me, he's like, so apparently like the reason why the fight broke out was because the guy was like giving me like, I guess he was like looking at me weirdly. And my cousin was like being a little suspicious. Like, why is he like looking at my cousin in a weird way? Like, what's going on here? Like, is he going to try to like do something? So in his, I guess, defense, he was like, I was trying to look out for you and your safety. I was like, what?
What? And while they were outside and you were having fun inside and they were outside?
I don't know. Maybe him and his friends were plotting against me or something. I don't
Oh,
know.
I'm sure.
Maybe they did recognize me from TikTok, and that's all they were looking at me like that. And my cousin didn't know. I don't know. So, yeah, that was the reason why they broke out, or the fight broke out, I guess.
Why they broke up.
Why they broke out.
Anyway, so the blizzard story, we were snowboarding, and then, well, I also, yes, I'm glad that you're safe and didn't get like beheaded or anything. The blizzard story, we were going snowboarding when a blizzard broke out. I didn't even have gloves. You guys, it was actually kind of torture. I was laughing, but then Alex was freaking out because we honestly were stuck in the middle of the snow on the mountain somewhere. We didn't know where we were going. We had to walk. It was like 2 feet deep of fresh snow. It was a little bit stressful. It only took us like an hour and a half or 2 hours to get out.
Of the blizzard or what? I think it was easier only because we had snowboards, so we can literally snowboard through the snow. So that was helpful rather than getting stuck in the blizzard with nothing.
Okay, well, you can kind of snowboard, but sometimes you can't. If it's like flat, you don't just get momentum.
No, obviously not. But it's better than walking through the snow. No, yeah, I mean, that was like crazy, but not like crazy. I mean, yeah, we got it in blizzard, but
we lived.
We lived in. It was just like weather. Snowboarding.
There was some random.
No, there's another crazy story. I'll tell you this one.
Okay, go. What's your crazy story?
So this was in Mexico again. I love crazy stories in Mexico. No. This was in Canada. I don't know why I thought it was in Mexico. Maybe that was me at the border. This is with you at the border. So
With me at the border.
we almost got arrested. Actually, we didn't just get arrested. They almost towed our rental car too.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
this person here
It
does
was
not
late at
read.
night, and I was driving, and he was.
No, he does not read. That's the point. He does not read. He hates reading. He hates letters. He does not read. That's the point.
I have a personal vendetta against the alphabet.
You do. You misspell. You don't look at signage. You would have seen this. Like, who doesn't look at signage when you're entering a port of entry?
I declare war. I'm waging war against the alphabet.
They should have deported you, honestly,
From
wherever the
A
fuck
to
you came
F,
from.
You better wait. A to F, A to Z. You better F off.
So he goes into the wrong lane at the border through Canada. Well, not from Canada to the United
That's
States.
such a good slogan. From A to Z. You better.
So when
F
you're,
off.
I don't know if you guys know, I don't know if you guys are, some of you are Canadian, which I think some of you may be. So when you go through the border, there's a general lane and then there's a nexus lane. The nexus lane are for people who are enrolled in the Trusted Traveler program, and they are allowed to go to these essentially fast lanes through the border. But the car needs to be registered, and you need to be a trusted traveler. He didn't look at the signage, and he ends up going to the nexus lane because he's like, he thought that was the only one that was open. According to him,
different color. But mind you, every other, like, there was no one there. Absolutely no one was there. The nexus lane was green. All the other ones that were open were blue, and there was red.
Okay, but this doesn't matter. You're not going to argue that to the immigration officer who's literally going to decide whether or not they're going to tow your car or give you like some form of citation or something.
No, the dude was a dick.
Okay, yeah, but you're not going to argue with him. You're not going to piss him off. You have to like just take.
I didn't. I was like, but I did. I was like, can I just back up and go through the other lane? And he got pissed when I said that.
Yeah, and I was like, you better stop escalating the situation or else you're going to get in big trouble. I was like, okay, so, because essentially you broke the law, essentially. You broke the law. It was like an immigration violation, and you are not allowed to if you're not.
Mind you, I didn't even go through, you guys. I just got in the wrong line. Like,
that in itself
what?
Constitutes a violation.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's
so,
ridiculous.
I know it's ridiculous, but it is what it is, and we're not going to try to like test the law or whatever.
Anyways, he was like, yeah, wait there. Someone will come get you. We waited for 30 minutes. I was like, fuck this. I go inside. No one was coming to get us.
Oh, yeah.
I
So
just had to get something fucking signed off. The guy was literally just trying to fuck with us. What a piece of shit, dude. I'm angry about this now. He was being so extra for literally no reason. And we're so nice.
Well, I could have gotten away with it because I'm a trusted traveler, so I had no issue.
Oh my gosh. See how this has depended on me.
I could have gone through the lane, but
well, I have global entry now, so watch your back. So that officer, you better watch your back.
He's like, I don't give a fuck. You're not Nexus though. Global entry is not the same.
Okay.
So
that will wrap us up for this episode. Anything else you'd like to say?
I I think that's it. Oh, wait, no, I got a crazy one in Hawaii.
Oh my gosh. Fine.
I almost
go.
got eaten alive by a shark.
Okay, that's a lie, Alex.
And I did.
Really? You saw it?
No.
Alex thinks anything that touches him in the water is a shark that's coming to kill him.
Honestly, I do.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's a good judge.
I have an ocean phobia. I can't. I don't like the ocean. There's a lot of unknown that we don't know. And it's just scary. Like,
Yeah, the more he knows, the more comfortable he is. That's why he's so detail oriented. He has to know everything, and that's why he's so slow too.
well, the thing is, like, when you're in the ocean, you can't see what's underneath unless you're obviously underneath. But, like, you don't know because you can't see. What if something just grabs you from your leg and just eats you alive, essentially?
Yeah, that's true.
Like jellyfish or stingrays. I hate stingrays. That's why I try to not go in the ocean because they're everywhere.
Now that we talked about your phobia of stingrays, are we done with the episode?
I think so. I'm trying to think of anything crazy.
Oh my gosh. I think we got enough. All right, guys. Thank you so
that's
much.
enough.
Tune in next week and stay tuned for the vlog on Friday. Love you.